Today we're going to be talking about the House Appropriations Bill and will they screw us again? Let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the House Appropriations Bill and if they will screw us again. Sorry, there's no audio a second ago, but there is audio now. I took a little break last week and didn't really do any videos because, hey, I wanted to take a week off. But today we're going to be talking about the House Appropriations Bill and what it says because it's very pro-gun. Will they screw us like they did with the reconciliation bill? Who knows? But we will see. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about it and what is in there and what is not in there. First, there's been a lot of talk about the ATF and DEA merging. A lot of people think that is a very, very bad idea because it will expand the power of the ATF, which is never a good thing. And I agree that it's not a good thing. And luckily, let me just move this back a little bit here. Luckily for us, that is not in the bill. So what they did is they blocked the merger of the ATF and DEA. And so that is no longer in the bill for the appropriations bill. So that has been rejected, which means it will. Well, I know Rumble. I will get it up on Rumble. Just been busy. I got to fix some stuff on the Rumble, but Rumble will be coming back tomorrow, actually. So the merger has been rejected by the House Appropriations, and there's Rich.
Crumpy.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, just saw the going live.
Okay. So yeah, so the merger of the ATF and the DEA has been rejected by the House Appropriations. The House Appropriations is also going to cut the ATF budget, if passed the way it is, by 25%. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, that might hurt NFA item processing, but the NFA processing budget would be protected. So that means 25% cuts to the ATF, but NFA processing budget would have to remain the same. So they would have to cut it from other ways, but not from the NFA division. Which is a good thing because that's one of the only departments in the ATF that's actually doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
The appropriations bill also says that the ATF must delete their out of business records. We don't know what that is. The out of business office, anytime an FFL goes out of business, they have to send their forms, their 4473s, to the ATF. The ATF has been scanning that and digitizing all those records. Nearly 1 billion records have been scanned and digitized. I was the one that broke that, by the way. Just saying. So that was scanned and digitized. So if this passes, all those records must be deleted.
So my local guy retired, and I'm going like, the ATF has a full list of what I've bought in the last 5 years.
Correct. So that will be gone. Now let's talk about different rules. Like all the money that the ATF would use to enforce the frames and receivers rule, they can't do that anymore. According to this appropriations bill, the frames and receivers rule, they can't put any money towards enforcing that. Same thing with the pistol brace rule and the engaged in the business rule.
So if the rules exist, but they can't pay to enforce it, does that mean we can do whatever we want?
Yeah, I mean, there's no money to enforce it, so like it would be like a law.
That's kind of like I have a racing team, but I don't have money for gas or maintenance costs.
Yeah, so there you go. Um, Now let's talk about red flag laws. Red flag laws through the federal government. There's no federal red flag laws, but what they do is through the Bipartisan Safer Community Act, which was the brainchild of Chris Murphy and Republican John Cornyn.
That
They
was a resolution, wasn't it?
Yeah, they give money to states to pass red flag laws. So if you have red flag laws, you get money. Um, those, according to this appropriations bill, will be stripped out.
Ooh.
So the the money that they used to um, give to states to enforce red flag laws will be gone. Um, Also, the Biden export restrictions. There's a bunch of restrictions on firearms company with what they can and can't export. Those will be defunded as well. So those are a bunch of different things. There is also something that is kind of exciting in there. Um, uh, so any funds that are available to states through the appropriations bill. Let me just put it up there. I'm just read it to you. None of the funds made available by this act may be distributed to any state, district, territory, or possession of the United States which imposes a criminal or civil penalty on or otherwise indirectly dissuades, including by imposing a financial or other barriers to entry, any ordinary law abiding citizen who is carrying a valid license or permit which is issued pursuant to the law of a state, district, territory, or possession, in which permits the individual to carry a concealed firearm or from carrying a concealed handgun publicly for self-defense according to the same terms authorized by unrestricted licenses of or permits issued hold on stop issued to a resident of a state that subjects only to the same conditions and limitations except as eligibility to possess a did Rich go? Oh, to
No,
ability to or carry imposed by or under federal or state law or the political subdivisions of a state that applies to the possession or carrying of a concealed handgun by residents of a state or political subdivisions who are licensed by a state or political subdivision to do so or not prohibited by the state from doing so. All right, that sounds like a lot of lingo mumble jumbo, but that basically says if you won't recognize another state's reciprocity law or concealed carry law, basically this is national reciprocity. You can't get federal funds unless you have national reciprocity.
Wow. And who's putting this stuff forward?
The House Appropriations Committee. Now, don't get too excited because we saw what happened with the reconciliation bill. But yeah, we saw what happened with the House reconciliation bill when it went to the Senate. So don't get too excited, but pretty this is pretty good. So yeah, this will go nowhere. I don't know. You might be right. But yeah, this is something definitely interesting, at least. What do you think, Rich? Rich, I can't hear you. Rich, we can't hear you. Rich is muted for some reason. I think he switched to his laptop.
I'm cautiously optimistic, as I am with the Short Act and the Hearing Protection Act.
Yeah,
I just feel like they're throwing a carrot in front of us and trying to make us run.
yeah. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see exactly what happens here, but I mean, it's a good thing. I don't think it's going to survive the Senate. But
I mean, it's hope. It's a light at the end of the tunnel, but we don't know if it's a freight train or the end of the tunnel.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have, I mean, I have like not. I don't know.
I just kind of feel, whether you want to call it rug pull or the carrot or whatever, the Lucy and the football. I think it gives us some hope, but unfortunately, I think they're masters of that. I think they're masters of giving us some hope of not pulling the football away again. And they continue to do that. And Jordan Vinro, how are you, sir?
Hey, Jordan, what's up, buddy? Yeah, but I think appropriations bill, you still need 60 votes for closure.
Oh, so all right, forget it. Everything I said, forget hope. Abandon. What was the phraseology? I got to remember the TV series. It was an awful TV series, and it said something about abandon all ye hope. This is the same as when they voted 54 times to repeal Obamacare when they were in the minority, when they didn't have both the House and the Senate. Like, they had the House, but not the Senate. And they voted 54 times to repeal Obamacare. And then Trump goes in with a majority in the House and in the Senate, and they go, all right, never mind. This is Lucy and the football.
Yeah. I do think that the ATF DEA merger rejected will be still in there.
That's a tough one.
I'm
leaning towards Lucy and the football.
No, I think that will still be rejected.
But why would I believe that? I don't
think that the Democrats want the merger either. Or like, I mean, if you look at it, it's the devil, right?
Yes.
And I think both sides are going to look at it the same way. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be rejected by both sides. So,
don't get Dark entering the chat.
What?
Dark is entering.
Oh,
there's a dark entrance.
What's up, buddy?
Don't bring me in yet. I'm naked.
From the waist down.
Well, what's up?
What's going on?
Hi.
We're trying to have a nice conversation
without
you.
Okay, so okay. I think the ATF, the merger, I think both the Republicans and Democrats are going to vote for that. The other stuff, I don't know if it's going to survive. If I was a betting man, I would bet on it not surviving, but this is something good. But when it gets to the Senate, I don't know.
You know,
I hope I'm wrong.
how are these beautiful people supposed to have hope after what we just went through with the Brazilian booty lift, or the big Brazilian butt bill, or what's it called?
Exactly.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it. Just wanted to let you know about these riders that are in the what's called the Commerce, Justice, and Science Appropriations Bill.
I mean, that is great that they're blocking the merger of the DEA and ATF. I mean, that's could you imagine how that would supercharge the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives?
Yeah, not good. But
That'd
yeah,
be
that's
crazy.
it. That's basically it. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you for
Hold on,
joining us.
before you
Make
leave,
a quick
can I ask you a quick
video.
question?
What? Does
Can
it
we
have
do
anything to do with this subject?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strap check.
All right. See you guys later, and we're out of here. Bye.
Love you.